Hi again. So at this point, I'm going to show you some of the stuff we're required to wear on a weekly basis at all three of my tracks and pretty much every single track across America. And maybe after looking at some of this stuff, you'll change your mind if you thought that racing is way too dangerous. Maybe looking at this, will make you think a little bit differently. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my helmet. And it's right here. And this runs about $500 to $600. It's one of the best you can buy. The NASCAR guys are buying helmets like this. It's a Simpson, which is very high quality helmet brand. And you got your face shield right here. And mine's a little scratched up, but you should always make sure you have a nice one on there to, keep it clean. And a lot of guys wear tear-offs, which are just plastic pieces that you can tear off when you get dirt on it. I don't like running those. So if I get dirt on my face while I'm racing, I'll just wipe it off with my glove. And this isn't really a safety feature, but this right here can let cool air into your helmet, especially when it's hot. You're a lot more comfortable, and it helps keep the dust out of your eyes. And you have your chin strap, which is right here, and you just adjust it to your chin, pull it tight, make sure your helmet doesn't fly off your head. That would be really bad. And on the inside of here, you can't really see it, but there's one of those SFI specification tags, and every single, couple years, they change the specification just to make sure everything's up to date and safe. And that's about it for the helmet. Mine's getting kind of beat up. Might need a new one soon. The next thing you got, which kind of goes along with your helmet, is your neck brace. It just goes on like this. You Velcro it on, and your helmet sits on top. Just in case you were to get into a rollover accident or any kind of accident, the helmet will come down onto the neck brace instead of your shoulders, and it'll keep you from compressing your spine or your neck, getting any serious head neck injuries. So that's a pretty safe thing to have. This usually runs about $30, so it's not too bad. It could save your life. The next thing I'm going to show you is my shoes. Now, I got these for about $50. Normally they're a lot more expensive, but I got them on sale. And pretty self-explanatory. This silver on here is just for decoration, but there's also shoes that are, the whole shoe is made out of this silver, and it helps deflect heat, which is good if you're going to race for a long period of time. It'll help from your feet getting hot. And the black is all the fire retardant, safety, fabric stuff. And this also has the SFI tag on it right here, and that just lets you know what specification it is and how safe it is, and you should usually replace these every few years depending on how much use you have out of them or if they've ever caught on fire. The next thing I have are my gloves, which are right here, and I also got these for $50. They are on sale. And this is Simpson, so this is it's a good brand. You also have the SFI tag on it, right here. It's a little bit smaller and hard to see. But you should replace these every few years too, depending on the wear and tear on them, how much use you've gotten out of them. They have a long cuff on here, so it can go over the cuff on your fire suit. And make sure you don't get any burns on your arms if you were to catch on fire. Just make sure all part of you is covered. So, yeah, that's my gloves. Oh, and they also have a grip on them to grip the steering wheel so they don't fly off the steering wheel sometimes, even though it happens anyway once in a while. And the last thing I'm going to show you are my fire suits. So, the first one I have is the one I've been using for the past 2 seasons. And here it is. Now, this is a one-piece suit, which means it's one piece, and it's a customized suit. So that means I had somebody measure out everything and make sure everything fits snug, so nothing is too loose and it fits perfect. And the next thing I want to show you on the fire suit are the epaulets, which are basically just handles on your shoulder. They're right here. So in case you were to get into an accident and you couldn't get out of your car, a safety worker could come up, grab onto your epaulets, and yank you up out of the car. So those aren't mandatory, but I had them put on my suit just in case. It's just another safety feature. Good to have. Pretty much everything right here. Now, these can typically get 2-3 years out of them, again, depending on the wear and tear. And this suit, all customized, even the nice zebra print on it, that cost me about, I want to say, between $2,000. So it's a little expensive, but again, it's really safe. It's a good brand. The material it's made out of lets me wash it however many times I want. It never gets any weaker because I wash or dry it, which is also good. So it stays clean, which it isn't right now, but if I were to wash it, it wouldn't weaken the material at all. It would still be as safe as it was the first day I got it. The second fire suit I have is the first one I ever had, and I just have it for a backup one, which I use at the end of the season because my zipper ripped out of my other one. And this is a two-piece suit. So you got the pants, and you have the jacket, and there's nothing wrong with this fire suit. It's just a cheaper version for somebody. It's not customized. It's just kind of a generic off the shelf. And this is really safe. Again, it has the epaulets right here. The only bad thing about this suit is if I were to catch on fire, the fire could actually come up underneath my jacket and burn me. So that's why a lot of the high quality upper class fire suit manufacturers don't even offer a two-piece design. But it's fine for dirt track racing. Again, we're not in NASCAR, so it's perfectly safe. The other bad thing about this fire suit is every time you wash it, the material gets weaker. So you have to be really careful about how you wash it, how you dry it, to make sure everything stays safe. Like I said, this is just a backup suit. So that's about all I have for the mandatory stuff that I'm required to wear every single week. And I'm about to show you some of the more optional stuff, but it's good to have on my next few slides.